So, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. Anyways, yeah, I have not uploaded anything for a long time. I know my last video was reading Twisted Love, which was actually uploaded I think in April or May of 2024, which was almost a year ago. So currently I'm recording this on the 23rd of March. I know I won't be uploading this on 23rd, but yeah, that's today's date. And obviously, as the title says, I'm going to be reading Twisted Hate by Ana Huang. I've got this bad boy right here. Thick book, by the way, compared to the first one. So yeah, now you guys are probably wondering, what about the second book? Because I only uploaded a video for the first book, but I have actually read the second book, you guys. I read Twisted Games, I think in November last year. It was during like revision time at school, so I actually ended up reading that book. And did I like it? I obviously did. So I'm just gonna tell you guys like a brief, my brief thoughts. So Twisted Love, I liked it. I liked the book. Twisted Games, I liked it more. I wouldn't say I loved either of the books, which is, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, okay? But yeah, definitely both the books were very much I like for me, but not and I loved it. Anyway, so I would say they're pretty good though, especially Twisted Games is a lot better. So I'm hoping that Twisted Hate will be as good as Twisted Games, if not more. I'm gonna say it would be an in between. Like I'm gonna say I will like it less than Twisted Games, but more than Twisted Love. And that's what I think. So yeah, this is gonna be like a second place kind of thing. So I'm definitely gonna get started. First of all, I already started this book, so let me just start with saying that. So I have read till page number, I'm trying not to get any spoilers. Yeah, page 28. So I have finished chapter 4. Now the reason why I've already read that much is because, actually I wanted to read this because I borrowed this, by the way, let me just say that. Twisted Love, I had borrowed it from my friend Nandana, and yeah, she has all the 4 books. But yeah, so the second book, Twisted Games, did I borrow it from her? No. Even though Nandana is one of my best friends, she didn't have the second book because she had loaned it to her cousin, who, by the way, she loves more than her life. So yeah, she's not gonna ask for it back, and her cousin is never gonna give it back, I swear to God. um, yeah, it's just pointless to even ask her because I'm not even getting it anyway. She asked her cousin like several times, so I'm not getting it. So I went and asked another friend called Aksa, and Aksa gave it to me, even though we were not close, which is great. I like her a lot because, yeah, even though we were not close, she gave it to me, and I read the book in November, and I liked it. I definitely regret that I was not able to film a video for it, but well, yeah, whatever. So yeah, I definitely did like the characters a lot more as well. I think obviously, first of all, none of the like Twisted series characters, actually don't like any of them. Like literally, if I ever saw them in real life, I would not go up to any of them. Even like the friendly, sunshiny characters, I'm not gonna go up to any of them. But reading about them, I love it though. So well, yeah, especially the second book had really cool characters and a nice plot, I guess you could say. I mean, it's a romance book. What are you gonna expect? There's not a lot of like, what do you say? It's not really complex. It's just a good time, and I like it. I definitely wanted to film this video because I was not able to film book 2. So I thought definitely I'll film book 3. And I wanted to, so I had actually planned that. But one day, I think on the 18th, on 17th I finished reading another book, and on the 17th my exams finished, by the way. So yeah, on 18th I literally just like, what do you say? Well, yeah, flipped through the book. My eyes landed on the first page of 4th chapter, and I just literally read that first page, like right out. So, well, I was thinking like, why not read the whole thing now? So I just went back, started reading the first chapter, got to the 4th chapter, also read the 4th chapter, and currently I'm at chapter 5. I've not read anything since because I was reading another book after that. I want to save this for when I would be at my dad's house so I can actually film. So well, yeah. Anyways, let's get reading. So far, I don't know. I don't think I've read enough to say any thoughts about it because I've not even reached like what chapter. I mean, page 30. So well, yeah. I don't have a lot of time right now because let me just check. Literally recording on my phone. Yeah, it's not even 8:30 yet, but I will have to eat at 9. So I'm just gonna read till then, I guess you could say. Okay. Alright, you guys, so today is the 25th, I'm pretty sure, and well, yeah, it's around like 7 p.m. now. So, to recap you guys on my progress, I actually didn't film anything yesterday because I was kind of busy, but I did get some reading done. So, on the 23rd, which is the first day I recorded, I actually didn't get much reading done. I read till page number 57, I'm pretty sure. I've not written this down anywhere, like, I just remember the numbers really well, so, yeah. I do have good memory, so yeah. Page number 57 on the 23rd, and yesterday I got somewhere around like 120 something. I don't remember exactly, but it was around page number 120. And yeah, today I would say it's pretty good progress considering that I was busy. Well, yeah. And I also didn't get much sleep yesterday, so I was feeling sleepy. That's why I didn't read that much. And today I got more reading done. So after breakfast, I read a little bit. I think around like 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. I read from like page number 122 to 180. And then after lunch, I read again to page number, I would say like around 200. Let me check. I think it's like exactly 200 or something. Yes, it's exactly 200, so I'm ready to read more. I want to read more actually. I wanted to read more, but I just felt sleepy, so I just like laid down for a bit and like played Subway Surfers. That's it. Okay, so let me just update you guys on what I feel about the book. I do have some more time. Actually, I have to watch a film with my dad and my cousins later, but well, yeah, until then I do have time. That's like late night, I guess. So yeah, I planned it to be late into the night so that I would have time to read otherwise. So I'm gonna read right now, obviously, and I'll have time until dinner. And after dinner, we'll watch the movie. So that's the plan. So basically, till now, what my like thoughts about the book. Let me just say, first of all, I do like the characters a lot. So Jules and Josh, right, the main characters, I do like them a lot. And I would just say that one thing I don't like about the book is like Jules is like, what do you say, both the characters are described as like, pretty much similar, and yeah, they're like, what do you say, competitive, they're cocky, they're flirty kind of characters, right? But, and they're confident, yeah. But like, even though both the characters are like the same, and they're like competing, they're like rivals, not rivals, I would say, they're just enemies and stuff. Even though that's the case, like every single time Jules has to submit. I don't know if that's just like, obviously the obvious thing for that, because if you read the other books by this author, obviously it's very obvious that that's what the author likes, right? She has a thing for like, I don't know, hyper dominant guys. It's very obvious in the books, but well, yeah, it just kind of like pissed me off a little bit because Jules had to submit every single time. But there are also like moments in the book where like, Jules gets like what do you say, a moment of victory, and I like reading about that. Obviously, leaving that aside, the book is pretty good. Also, currently I'm at page number 200, which is crazy because for another book, like that would be like, what do you say, over halfway, but it's not even halfway through. So, well, yeah, I think the book is like around 500 something pages. Obviously, I haven't made such a big dent in the book. I do want to get to the halfway point, which I think, I would say page number 200. I don't know the exact halfway point because I don't know exactly how long this book is. I don't know how many pages it is exactly. But I do know it's around like just over 500. So I want to get to 250, 260 page number mark. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. And well, yeah, so also Jules has a pretty interesting backstory. I would say it's very cliche because like, yeah, the kind of things that we read, because also I would say it's also kind of relatable as a girl. Like I think I really goes through these things, but anyways, well, yeah, that doesn't make it right or normal. I'm just saying. Yeah, so definitely Josh also has a backstory, but I wouldn't say it's nearly as interesting because we've already read those events from Ava's like point of view in the first book. So obviously it's been a long time since I read the first book, almost a year, but I do remember the stuff that went on in the first book. It's like obviously the way it impacted the two of them is different, but yeah, the way Ava reacted to it is different from how Josh reacted to it. But it's the same event, so it's just like less interesting. So I'm definitely rooting for Jules' backstory, and I want to know more about her. So well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and read more, I guess you could say. And if I will update tomorrow or something. And also on the 27th, I am planning to finish this book on the 27th, but I won't be able to get much reading done because I do have to go out. But I hope that I can still read because I won't be going out for a long time. Alright, so yeah, that's good. You guys, I have a confession to make because I literally said that today's the 28th, by the way, and it's like 7 p.m. And I know I literally said in the last clip that I will be done with this book on the 27th. Today's the 28th, it's 7 p.m. and I still have not finished. But I do want to finish it, and I have read a lot today because the thing is that I had to go unexpectedly. I had to it was not in my plans earlier when I started the video, but well, I had to go fix up my admission for a new school, and yesterday I was kind of tired. I just didn't read at all. So today I did read in the morning. Actually, I kind of woke up a little bit earlier. That means before noon. So yeah, I got to page number, I don't even know, man. I think I was at page 317, yeah. And I have read till page number 400 today, which is wow, that's nearly 100 pages. That's actually kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm 405 pages in, so that was nearly 100 pages that I already read, which is crazy. So, I have 100 and something more to go. And I am gonna be, also my hair looks terrible. I am gonna be reading until I finish it, and I will finish it today, and either today in the nighttime or tomorrow morning I will tell you guys how it goes. Alright, and I am in the third act conflict right now. I'm in the conflict, and I can understand Josh's feelings right now. Obviously the things that he did are not very classy, but the fandom kind of hates him, like he did something really truly terrible, but I can understand his feelings, you know what I mean? Yeah, so and he is pretty much doing something good right after that, so I can't really say that I hate the character, but anyways, but yeah, everything so far. Also, Jules was stupid. Yeah, let's keep reading. Welcome back. Today is the 29th. I'm just fresh out of the dentist's office. I went today in the morning, and I finished the book yesterday night. It was actually crazy. Let me just show you guys. I'm just gonna hold this book for the sake of holding it, because I can literally talk about what happened in the book without holding it, but it's just for the aesthetic, So yeah, bear with me. Anyways, as you can see, Twisted Hate, I finished it yesterday. It was kind of crazy because I read all the way from page number, I'll literally tell you, 217 to page number 505, I think. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Do you know how much that is? Okay, that's I think 180, I don't even know, 188 pages, I think, is it? Because, 305 to 505 is 200 pages. I'm doing a subtract, I don't know, 12 from it. Yeah, I think it's 188 pages that I read in a day, and I haven't done that in so long. I've literally not. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because it's already been so long since I read a book. I don't remember reading this much, not one sitting, but in one day. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I read nearly 150 of those pages in the night, after my shower at 6 p.m. That is crazy to me. Anyways, I stayed up late finishing this book. I stayed up till midnight. I think I slept around 1 a.m., but I'm pretty sure I finished this book around 12 o'clock or something like that. And yeah, it was really good. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked it. Now let me discuss some controversial things that people say about this book. I'm not gonna spoil, but I'll spoil maybe a little bit. I'm not gonna spoil though. It's kind of I understand why a lot of people hate Josh's character in the book, but let's not act like Jules is not blameless, okay? I feel a lot of people like Jules because she is the only, different character in this series, because so far, Stella, Ava, and Bridget, I haven't read Stella's book obviously, but all three of those characters are pretty much the same, and Jules is only the one which is not a cookie cutter what do you say, character. She is bold and more like, more fierce, I guess you could say. She's more sassy than the other girls, who are all just kind of sweet. Yeah, and so Jules is different, and that's why a lot of people like Jules. A lot of readers like Jules, and they identify with Jules or something. And then when Josh does this, they hate Josh. But let me be completely honest. He's not blameless. Obviously, what he did is terrible, but Jules is also not blameless. Like, she should have been more transparent, to say the least, without spoiling anything. Yeah. And well, I was definitely I would say like I was expecting to be really frustrated when I read the scene, because obviously I didn't know what the scene was going to be, but a lot of people said that they felt like really mad when they read this like conflict part, and they were thinking like, why are the characters doing this? Like, this is so dumb, this is so stupid, I hate both of them. But me personally, when I read it, I didn't feel frustrated at all. I was just thinking like, they should really just resolve this issue and get on with it. I didn't feel any kind of hatred for either of the characters. I felt that it was normal and it's human, and that's why this book is really good. I'm not gonna lie. I would still say I prefer Twisted Games to this, but I'm not gonna lie, it seems too like perfect fairy tale-esque kind of thing. It still had a conflict, but like neither of the characters were doing anything wrong. Like, nobody was to blame. Everything was just like situation. So yeah, that is kind of like too perfect, I guess you could say. This one feels more normal. Also, the fact that George is like the only like male in this whole series, which I already know the fourth book. I know who the male main character is gonna be. So yeah, I already seen it online. So I know who the main lead is in the fourth book, and literally all the males in the series are like hyper rich, multi-millionaire, like best at everything that they do, most handsome people in the world, which obviously Josh is also considered like super handsome and stuff, but he's not a multi-millionaire, he's not ultra rich, he literally has financial problems. And yes, I know he does get a little bit rich, but like, yeah, he's still like kind of normal, and I would say that's a great thing, because it literally distinguishes him. Just like Jules is different from the rest. When you think about it, Josh doesn't seem different from the rest of the male main characters. But when you actually think about it, Josh is different. And me personally, I like, he was also like 6 feet tall, not like 7 feet like the other characters. Like, it just is more realistic, okay? And I like it. I like the book, I'm not gonna lie. And well, yeah, this was like the only book where it's not like opposites attract. Like, they were both kind of similar. And yeah, I would just personally say that I really like this book. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it is as good as Twisted Games, so, but it's definitely leagues better than Twisted Love. And honestly, I don't know if I like this more than Twisted Games. Honestly, I'm just gonna like sleep on it and think about it. But the reason why is, as I said, like, Twisted Games is just like a different level. I don't know if it's because it has princess and stuff. Maybe that's why I like it better, because I like those kinds of stuff. But well, it has got like a historical touch to it. But this one's just like what do you say? It's just like very normal and very realistic. But yeah, I definitely do think that I like it a lot, and I like it for a very different reason compared to Twisted Games. Like, this is just so special, and I can understand why it's my friend's favorite. But yes, I really loved it, and I can't wait to read this twice. But I will have to wait because I don't have it. My friend doesn't have it. I will try to like get it somehow from somewhere, but we'll see. And yeah, so far I would say I really like this. But the series as a whole is like I like for me. I wouldn't say I love the series. For example, if I had Twisted Lies right now and I had to read it, I would feel a little bit burnt out, because I literally read this book, and jumping into like another Twisted book is kind of gonna make me feel a little bit like burnt out. I'm not gonna lie. Mostly because I don't read like a lot of romance books, so reading so many back to back might make me feel like, I don't know, I might actually not enjoy the book that much. So I think it's a good thing that I'm taking a break to read Twisted Lies. But yes, I did like this book. I enjoyed it a lot, and I would recommend it if you guys like enemies to lovers, or like just romance books in general. I don't know, go for it. It's great. And yeah, the scene where they like talk to Ava and Alex about it is honestly one of my favorites. Like, throughout the book, I was thinking, how will this scene be? Because this is literally Josh's sweet revenge to his sister. So yeah, yes, I really liked it. I liked how the conflict was. Before the conflict, I liked what happened, and yeah, everything was great. I'm not gonna lie, I think the spice was not really that big in this book. Not because like the spice was spicy, but
there wasn't a lot of spices. There weren't a lot of spicy scenes, which is a good thing to me, honestly, because yeah. But when it was there, it was good. It was, yeah. I'm not gonna review smut here. Like, let's be honest. But yeah, those are my thoughts about this book. And yes, see you later. I need to take a long nap because I'm tired. Bye.